Just when you thought it was safe to sit down and relax, a new day dawns and life goes on. You survived the sudden death in the family, the financial setback, and the frightening diagnosis, and we're just getting settled into a manageable routine when things start to fall apart. No big crash, just kind of a gradual disintegration. Mom forgets you're coming over to dinner. She starts calling several times a day to ask the same question. She burns her hand on the stove and forgets to mention it to you until you see the blister on her hand and ask her about it. Little by little, week to week, the list of little things gets longer. Caring for aging parents is a responsibility of the sandwich generation. Our kids are still in school or starting their own families, while the needs of our elderly parents become more and more evident. What are my priorities? How thin can I spread myself? Where do I belong? And how soon can I get there? Yeah, Mom, I got it. I thought you said you wanted your sweater. I think either one will be fine as long as you're warm enough. Yeah, the theater's drafty. It's the one in the barn. After Daddy died, Mom became my theater date. There's one theater near her on Cape Cod, and a couple theaters up in the Berkshires that we like to go to. I would buy our tickets as early as March for the summer stock season. Neither Daddy nor my husband were into that, so Mom and I would drive down together, laugh, be silly in the car back and forth. For the last 10 years of Daddy's life, Mom was his sole caregiver. Except for the 3 months following her knee replacement surgery, I was on duty. I can remember one time, from day to day, I would drive him to the rehab and count out his meds, but there was this one time I had to go out for a half an hour, just a half an hour. I'd put dinner in the oven and I told my dad, Daddy, the casserole is in the oven. When the timer dings, just turn the oven off. When I got back in a half an hour, the casserole was on top of the stove, the oven door was open, the oven was still on, and Daddy was back in his recliner by the window with his hand all bandaged up. Daddy, you didn't have to take the food out of the oven, and what did you do to your hand? Well, he said with disgust, the timer dinged, and the only thing I could find to take the casserole out of the oven was a piece of tin foil that was sitting there. When I told my sisters, first they cringed. Then they laughed. Yeah, we're really nice daughters. Note to daddy sitters, leave plenty of pot holders on the stove.